When life gets tough, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, to feel like the challenges you face are insurmountable. But in these moments, the voice in your head that whispers, "Don't give up," is the one that can turn everything around. It's the voice that tells you that, no matter how hard things get, there's always something inside you that can keep pushing forward, something that can fuel you to overcome whatever comes your way. Don't let doubt overshadow that voice. It's there because it knows that you are capable of more than you can even imagine. You see, life is designed to test us. The obstacles, the failures, the moments when everything seems to fall apart are not signs that you should quit. They are invitations to grow. Think about the last time you faced something hard and came out on the other side. You didn't just survive it, you learned something. You grew. Every setback, every heartbreak, every disappointment gives you something. A new perspective, a new strength, a new understanding of yourself and your resilience. The journey is not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to shape you into the person you are meant to become. In those moments when it feels like the whole world is against you, remind yourself of what brought you here in the first place. Remember why you started. It might have been a dream, a goal, or just a small idea that sparked something inside of you. Whatever it was, let it fuel you. Let it remind you that quitting is never an option if you want to see the results you are after. You might not see progress every day. Sometimes it feels like you are taking 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. But every step you take is progress, even when it doesn't feel like it. There are times when you'll feel alone in your journey. The people around you may not understand your goals, they may not see your vision, and they may even doubt your ability to reach it. But that's okay, because your journey is yours. It's unique, and no one else can walk it for you. So when you feel misunderstood or unsupported, use that as fuel. Let it remind you that you are doing this for yourself, for the future you are building, and for the person you are becoming. You are stronger than you think, and you are braver than you believe. Failure is not the end, it's just a part of the process. Think of the greatest inventors, the greatest leaders, the greatest artists. They didn't reach their success by never failing. They reached it by learning from every failure, by picking themselves up each time they fell, and by refusing to let setbacks define them. So the next time you stumble, don't let it discourage you. Let it motivate you. Let it show you what doesn't work so you can get closer to what does. Remember, every failure brings you closer to success, as long as you are willing to keep going. When you feel exhausted, when it feels like you have given everything you have and there's nothing left, dig a little deeper. Sometimes, the greatest breakthroughs happen when we push past what we thought was our limit. You are capable of more than you know. The mind will often try to convince you that you are done, that you have given all you can, but don't listen to it. Push past that barrier, because what's on the other side is a stronger, wiser, and more resilient version of yourself. There will be days when you question everything, days when you wonder if it's all worth it. But those days are just temporary. They are a part of the process. Growth isn't always a straight line. It's full of ups and downs, twists and turns. And every time you get through a low point, you are building a foundation of strength that no one can take away from you. The storms you face today are the very things that will prepare you for the greatness that lies ahead. Success doesn't come to those who give up. It comes to those who keep going, who keep fighting, and who refuse to accept defeat. No one is going to hand it to you. There's no shortcut, no easy way out. But the reward is worth every ounce of effort, every drop of sweat, and every tear shed along the way. When you finally reach your goal, you'll look back on these challenging moments, and you'll realize that they were the stepping stones to your success. You'll be grateful that you didn't give up, that you pushed through when it would have been easier to quit. So keep going, keep fighting, keep believing in yourself, even when it feels like no one else does. The journey may be long, and it may be difficult, but every step you take brings you closer to your dreams. The path may be rough, but it's leading you to the place you are meant to be. Don't stop. Don't give up. Because you are stronger than you think, braver than you feel, and more capable than you ever imagined. This journey is yours, and only you have the power to keep moving forward. So don't let anything hold you back. Push forward even when the path seems unending. Because every step, no matter how small, is a victory over the parts of you that wanted to stop. Every moment you choose to keep going, you are defying the odds stacked against you, proving that you are more than your fears, stronger than your doubts, and capable of greatness. Sometimes, the world may not understand what you are trying to achieve. People may look at you and say, "Why bother? Why go through all that pain and struggle?" But here is the truth. They don't have to understand, because it's not their journey. They don't feel the fire inside of you, the vision that only you can see. This path you're on, it's yours alone. And only you know the dreams you are working toward, the impact you are hoping to make, the life you are determined to build. So keep going, no matter what others say or think. Let their doubt become your fuel. When the nights are long and the mornings feel impossible, remind yourself that the effort you put in today will echo in the achievements of tomorrow. Success doesn't happen overnight, and greatness is never born from comfort zones. It's born in those moments of discomfort, in the times when you push past exhaustion, in the relentless pursuit of something bigger than yourself. It's okay to feel tired, it's okay to take a breath, but don't lose sight of your goal. Don't let the weariness turn into quitting. Rest if you must, but never surrender. Remember that you are the author of your own story. And in every great story, the hero faces challenges. There are moments of darkness, times of struggle, but those are what make the triumph at the end so powerful, so worthwhile. You are writing a story that others will one day look at and draw inspiration from. Imagine the people who will one day say, "If they could do it, so can I." You are not just pushing through for yourself. You are showing the world that resilience, grit, and determination can overcome anything. You are leaving a legacy that says, "Don't give up." When it feels like you are not making progress, remember that growth is often invisible. Like a seed growing underground, there's a lot happening even if you can't see it yet. Every lesson learned, every challenge faced, every obstacle overcome is preparing you. You are building roots, laying a foundation so strong that nothing will be able to tear you down. Trust that process. Trust that, even when it feels like you are standing still, you are evolving in ways you can't yet see. Keep watering the seed. Keep nourishing your dreams. Because one day, that effort will break through the surface and bloom into something incredible. And if you ever wonder, is it really worth it? Remind yourself that the only way to know is to keep going. Imagine reaching the end of your journey and looking back with pride, knowing that you gave it everything, that you didn't leave anything behind. That satisfaction, that pride in knowing you faced every challenge and didn't back down, is worth every bit of struggle along the way. The regret of quitting, however, is something that stays with you forever. Don't let the pain of temporary hardships lead to a lifetime of wondering what could have been. Life isn't about waiting for the right moment. It's about making the moment right. It's about finding strength when you feel weak, courage when you feel scared, and hope when you feel lost. Sometimes, all it takes is putting one foot in front of the other. One small action, one step, and then another, and before you know it, you have walked miles. The journey doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to keep moving forward. Don't stop. Don't give up. Because the best is yet to come. And when you finally reach that mountaintop, when you look back at the path you have walked, you'll see every scar, every struggle, and every challenge. And you'll realize that those moments, those hardships, are what shaped you, what made you strong, what prepared you to be the person you are today. You'll stand there, not just proud of what you have achieved, but proud of who you have become. Because it's not the destination that changes you, it's the journey. So take a deep breath and keep going. You are capable. You are resilient. You are unstoppable. Don't stop. Don't give up. You are closer than you think. Every day, Every step, no matter how small, is leading you somewhere incredible. You may not see it yet, but the universe has a way of rewarding those who refuse to back down, those who are willing to endure the struggle, the hardship, and the uncertainty. The journey is long, yes, but every moment you spend fighting for your dream is a testament to your strength. You are building something that no one can take away from you, a legacy, a story of courage and resilience, a life filled with purpose. There's a power in persistence that nothing else can match. You might not always feel strong, but remember that strength doesn't come from never struggling. It comes from refusing to let the struggle defeat you. Every time you rise after a fall, you are building a foundation of resilience that will carry you through anything life throws your way. Embrace the journey, even the parts that feel like setbacks. They are not there to stop you. They are there to teach you. They are there to remind you that the dream you are chasing is worth every challenge, every sleepless night, every ounce of energy you pour into it. The road to success is rarely a straight line. It twists, it turns, and sometimes it feels like it's leading you in circles. But each detour, each obstacle, is part of the path. These moments teach you what you're made of, what you are capable of when things get tough. You are stronger than you know, and sometimes it takes the hardest moments to see the strength within you. Don't resist the challenges, embrace them. Use them to grow, to learn, and to become the person who can handle anything. When you feel like you are at the end of your rope, remember why you started. Go back to the beginning, to the vision that sparked something inside you, to the dream that made you believe in possibilities beyond your current reality. Let that dream guide you, remind you of the passion that pushed you to take the first step. Don't let anything take that away from you. Let it fuel you through the dark days, through the times when everything seems to be working against you. Your dream is still alive, still waiting for you to make it real. And as long as you hold on, as long as you keep moving forward, that dream will get closer and closer to reality. There are no shortcuts to success. There are no easy answers or simple solutions. It's about showing up day after day, putting in the work, and believing that one day it will all be worth it. It's about choosing hope over fear, persistence over doubt, and progress over perfection. It's about deciding every day that you are worth fighting for, that your dreams are worth every effort, every sacrifice, and every challenge. And one day, all the moments of doubt, all the times you questioned yourself, all the obstacles you overcame, they'll make sense. You'll see that every step, every struggle was shaping you, preparing you for the victory you were meant to achieve. You'll look back and realize that everything you went through wasn't in vain. It was building you into the person who could handle the success you were destined for. So don't stop. Don't give up. You are on a journey, one that's leading you to greatness, and all you have to do is keep going. You are capable of incredible things. You have the power to change your life, to build the future you have always dreamed of. The journey may be hard, but it is within you to make it. So hold your head high, take a deep breath, and take that next step. Let nothing stop you. Let nothing hold you back. You are closer than you realize. And when you reach that finish line, you'll know that every challenge, every setback, every moment of doubt was worth it. Because you didn't stop. You didn't give up. You kept going. And that's the path to greatness. Keep going, because on the other side of all this struggle is the life you have been fighting for. Every ounce of effort you put in, every obstacle you overcome, every moment of doubt you push through is shaping the life that's waiting for you. And that life is worth every hardship, every late night, every sacrifice you have made along the way. It's easy to get lost in the moment, to feel overwhelmed by how far you still have to go, but take a step back and look at how far you have already come. Those small victories, those little breakthroughs, they are proof that you are on the right path, that everything you are doing is leading you somewhere powerful, somewhere life-changing. In the moments when fear starts to creep in, when you feel that maybe it's easier to quit, remember that fear is just a reaction. It's a signal that you are stepping outside of your comfort zone, and that's exactly where growth happens. Fear doesn't mean stop. It means you are doing something new, something brave, something that has the power to transform your life. Lean into that fear, embrace it, and let it propel you forward. Every time you face your fears, you are proving to yourself that you are unstoppable, that there's nothing you can't handle if you are willing to keep going. There will always be people who doubt you, who say you are not cut out for it, who think it's impossible. But those opinions don't define you. They are just noise, and you have the power to rise above it. Remember, no one else sees the vision in your heart the way you do. No one else feels the fire that drives you to keep pushing, to keep believing, to keep striving. Let them talk. Let them doubt. You know the truth, that you are capable of amazing things, that you have the strength to overcome anything, and that you are determined to reach your dreams no matter what. And every time you push through the doubt, every time you choose resilience over surrender, you are building a story that will inspire others. You are creating a legacy of strength and courage. A reminder to anyone who hears your story that it's possible to overcome the odds. Imagine the people who will look to your journey one day, who will find hope and strength in the battles you fought. By refusing to give up, you are not just achieving something for yourself, you are creating a ripple effect, showing others that they, too, can keep going. Life will test you. It will push you to your limits, and then it will push you further. But that's how champions are made. That's how warriors are born. It's in those moments when you feel like you can't take another step that you find out who you really are. You are not just someone who dreams big. You are someone who is willing to fight for those dreams, to stand tall even when the odds are stacked against you, to rise every time you fall. That's what makes you unstoppable. That's what sets you apart. So keep moving forward, no matter how hard it gets. Don't let today's challenges make you forget the progress you have made, the battles you have already won, and the future that's waiting for you. You are on a journey that's taking you somewhere extraordinary, somewhere only the strongest, the bravest, and the most resilient can reach. And every time you choose not to give up, you are choosing that future. You are choosing to become the person you have always dreamed of being, the person who doesn't back down, who doesn't give up, who doesn't quit. Take a moment to acknowledge your own courage. Realize that not everyone would make it as far as you have. Not everyone would have the strength to face what you are facing. But you are here. You are still standing. You are still moving forward. And that alone is something to be proud of. Every step you take is a testament to your strength, to your belief in yourself, to the commitment you have to your dreams. So don't stop. Don't give up. The road may be long, but the destination is worth it. You are worth it. Your dreams are worth it. And no matter what comes your way, you have everything within you to keep moving forward, to overcome, to achieve, and to inspire. Keep going, because the world needs your story, needs your strength, needs your example. You are unstoppable, and every day, every step, every moment you refuse to quit, you are proving it. Keep going, because you are building something greater than just a dream. You are building an unbreakable spirit, a legacy of resilience, a testament to the power of persistence. Every time you choose to keep moving forward, you are proving that nothing can stand in the way of someone who refuses to quit. Your determination is a force stronger than any obstacle, more powerful than any setback. You are showing the world, and most importantly, yourself, that giving up isn't in your DNA. You are showing what it means to truly fight for something, to dedicate yourself to a purpose, to rise again and again no matter how many times you fall. And if you need a reminder, just think of the lives that will be touched by your story. Imagine the people who will see you standing strong, who will see you overcoming every hurdle, and who will find the strength in themselves because you didn't give up. You may not even realize it now, but someone out there is watching, inspired by your courage, lifted by your resilience. They see you struggling but still pushing forward, and it gives them hope. By staying on this path, you are giving others permission to do the same, to chase their dreams with the same intensity, to hold on even when the road gets rough. There will be times when it feels like you are carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. But that weight is what's making you stronger, what's preparing you for the success that's waiting. No great achievement comes without struggle, without sacrifice. That weight is shaping you, building muscles of strength and courage that you didn't even know you had. So don't be afraid of the challenges. They are not there to break you, but to build you. They are forging a version of you that is unstoppable, one who can handle any obstacle and emerge victorious. When you feel exhausted, when doubt creeps in, remember that even the longest journey is made one step at a time. Break it down if you have to. Focus on the next step, the next challenge, the next moment. Don't worry about how far you still have to go. Just keep moving. Every small action, every little bit of progress is a step closer to your goal. And before you know it, those small steps add up to miles. The journey doesn't have to be completed in a day. It only has to keep moving forward, one foot in front of the other. And when that voice of doubt becomes loud, drown it out with belief. Remind yourself that you have come too far to give up now. Remember all the times you wanted to quit, but didn't. Every time you overcame doubt, you added another layer of strength, another reason to keep going. You have already done what some thought was impossible, and there's more greatness ahead if you keep pushing. You have faced storms before and survived them. You have handled obstacles that others might have let defeat them, but you didn't. You are still here, still fighting. That's proof that you are more than capable of reaching the finish line. Your journey is like climbing a mountain. The higher you go, the harder it gets, the thinner the air, the more challenging each step becomes. But every step also brings you closer to the top, closer to the view that will take your breath away, to the feeling of standing on that peak, knowing you conquered something incredible. The journey to the top is supposed to be hard because that's what makes the view so worthwhile. That's what makes reaching the summit something that only the brave, the committed, and the relentless get to experience. So keep your eyes on that peak, on the vision that started this journey. Let it pull you forward. Let it remind you that this effort is all part of the climb. Each challenge is just another part of the mountain that you're conquering. Don't let the steepness discourage you. Let it motivate you. Let every obstacle remind you that you are closer than ever. That with each step, you are proving to yourself that you are unstoppable. And remember, you are never alone. Countless others have walked this path of struggle and triumph, and countless more will follow. You are part of a legacy of fighters, of dreamers, of those who dared to keep going when others gave up. Every step you take honors that legacy. You are a part of something bigger than yourself, a movement of resilience, a story of strength. And that's something worth fighting for. So don't stop now. Keep going with everything you have, because what lies ahead is something that only you can achieve. The world is waiting to see what happens when you refuse to give up. The world needs your story, your strength, your example. You are capable of more than you know. And as long as you keep moving forward, as long as you don't stop, there's nothing that can stand in your way. Don't give up. The best is yet to come, and it's waiting just beyond the next step. The best is yet to come, and it's waiting for you just beyond that next push, that next moment of resilience. Picture that, how incredible it will feel to look back and see the path you conquered, the challenges you crushed, the battles you fought and won. You are so much closer than you think. Each day, each struggle, each decision to keep going is carving out the future you have always dreamed of. Keep that vision alive. Hold it close and let it guide you. Let it remind you why you started, why you chose to fight, and why you can't give up now. Imagine the feeling of breaking through, of reaching the point where all the hard work pays off, where all the sacrifices make sense. That moment when you realize it was all worth it. You'll see that every sleepless night, every moment of doubt, every time you had to dig deep for strength was building you into someone who is unstoppable. you'll realize that the struggle didn't just lead you to success. It molded you into someone capable of sustaining that success. The journey isn't just about getting to the finish line. It's about becoming someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient along the way. And even if the journey takes longer than you expected, don't lose heart. Success doesn't follow a clock, it follows persistence. There's no timetable for greatness. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't. Every delay, every detour, every challenge is only making your story more powerful, your victory more meaningful. Sometimes, the best things take time because they are worth every second of waiting. Your dream deserves that kind of patience, that kind of dedication. You are building something real, something lasting, and that doesn't happen overnight. When you hit those low moments, when it feels like nothing is working, remember that every setback is temporary. It's just a bend in the road, not the end of it. Keep your eyes on the horizon. The only way to fail is to stop trying, to stop believing, to stop moving forward. As long as you keep going, you are still in the game. You are still writing your story. Let each challenge become fuel for your journey. Let every doubt become motivation to prove yourself wrong. And when fear rises, face it with courage, knowing that each moment you push through, you are creating something extraordinary. This is what champions are made of resilience in the face of adversity, of strength when everything seems to be falling apart, of faith when the outcome is uncertain. You don't have to know exactly how you're going to get there, you just have to keep going. Success doesn't require perfection. It doesn't require that you never stumble, that you never face doubt. It only requires that you get back up again and again and refuse to give up. It requires that you hold on to that fire, that determination, that vision of the future you are creating. One day, you'll reach the place where all the pain and struggle will transform into pride. You'll stand there, looking back at everything you went through, and you'll know, deep in your heart, that it was all worth it. You'll understand that the journey wasn't just about reaching a goal. It was about becoming someone who could achieve it. You'll realize that you didn't just build a dream, you built yourself. You created someone unbreakable, someone who knows that no matter what comes, you'll find a way to rise, to push forward, to succeed. So, keep going, keep fighting. You are closer than you think, and the life you are fighting for is just within reach. You have come too far, overcome too much, and worked too hard to turn back now. Your journey is proof that you are capable of extraordinary things. Let the world see what happens when someone refuses to give up. Let them see the power of persistence, of grit, of an unshakable belief in yourself. The best is yet to come, and it's waiting for you to step into it. So don't stop. Don't give up. Because you are destined for greatness, and the world is waiting to witness it. The world is waiting to see your light, to witness the strength of someone who didn't just dream, but who chased that dream relentlessly. Every time you feel weary, remember that you are not just pushing for yourself. You are paving a path that will inspire others to rise above their own challenges. Think of the lives that will be impacted by your journey, the people who will find hope, courage, and strength in the battles you fought and won. You are building a legacy of resilience, a story that will remind others that it's possible to overcome anything if you just keep going. Your determination is like a beacon, shining through every storm, illuminating the way forward. And even on the darkest days, when doubt and fear seem overwhelming, that light within you never fades. It may flicker, it may grow dim at times, but it's always there, ready to burn brighter than ever when you need it most. Hold on to that light. Trust it to guide you, to lead you toward the future you have envisioned. It's that spark of hope, that glimmer of belief in yourself that will carry you through even the toughest of times. When you look at those who have achieved greatness, remember that they too had days when they wanted to quit, moments when they doubted their path. They faced countless obstacles and felt the weight of every setback. But they didn't let those moments define them. They didn't allow temporary struggles to determine their destiny. and neither should you. You have the same strength within you, the same ability to overcome. You are capable of creating a life that defies the odds, a life that others will look at and say, if they could do it, so can I. There's something unstoppable in someone who decides they are going to make it no matter what. That's who you are. That's the power you hold. You are someone who has chosen not to settle, who refuses to give up, and who believes that your dreams are worth fighting for. And that belief is more powerful than any obstacle you'll face. It's that belief that will keep you moving forward, that will lift you up when things get hard, and that will make the victories so much sweeter when they come. So, keep going, keep pushing. Every day, every step, every decision to persevere is taking you closer to your goal. You may not see the results yet, but trust that progress is being made. Trust that your efforts are building a future that's greater than anything you have imagined. This is your journey, and you have everything within you to see it through to the end. When you finally reach that mountaintop, when you stand there and look out at everything you have achieved, you'll know that every moment of struggle, every setback, and every challenge was worth it. You'll feel a sense of pride, a sense of fulfillment that nothing else can bring. Because you didn't just chase a dream, you earned it. You fought for it with everything you had, and now it's yours. So don't stop now. Don't give up. The world is waiting for you to succeed. Your future self is waiting. And that version of you, the one who made it, who reached the summit, who refused to quit, will thank you for every moment you chose to keep going. You are so much stronger, braver, and more capable than you realize. Keep going, because you are almost there, and the best is yet to come. You are almost there. Just beyond this moment, this challenge, lies the breakthrough you have been working toward. Every step you have taken has led you closer to the life you have dreamed of. The version of yourself who finally knows what it means to conquer doubt, to rise above adversity, and to achieve the seemingly impossible. You may feel the weight of the journey, but remember, that weight is a testament to the strength you have built. It's proof of every obstacle you have overcome and every mountain you have climbed. Imagine how it will feel to finally reach that moment of triumph, when everything you have endured falls into place and every struggle transforms into pride. You'll look back and see the person who never gave up, who pushed forward even when the path was unclear, who believed in a future worth fighting for. And you'll know that you didn't just achieve a goal, you built yourself up, step by step, into someone who could achieve anything. Right now, in this very moment, you are still building. You are writing a story of strength and perseverance that will inspire not only you but everyone around you. Every day you choose to keep going, you are proving that dreams are worth the struggle, that success isn't just for those who have it easy, but for those who dare to persist when things are tough. And yes, there will be moments of doubt, times when it feels like the finish line keeps moving further away. But those moments don't define you. What defines you is the choice to keep moving forward, to trust that every step, every effort, is leading you somewhere incredible. You have already accomplished so much by refusing to give up, and each day brings you closer to the life you have envisioned. So take a deep breath, feel the power within you, and know that you are unstoppable. You have proven it time and time again. You are capable of so much more than you realize. And as long as you keep going, you'll continue to discover just how strong, determined, and resilient you truly are. The journey is worth every moment. The struggles, the challenges, the triumphs, they are all part of a path that only the brave can walk. And you are brave. You are strong. And you are so close to achieving everything you set out to accomplish. Don't let anything hold you back now. Don't let the weight of today make you forget the vision of tomorrow. Keep going, keep pushing, keep believing, because you are almost there. And when you reach that destination, when you finally stand in the light of everything you have worked for, you'll know that it was worth it. Every step, every struggle, every decision to keep going was worth it. You are not just going to succeed, you are going to soar. and the world will watch in awe as you reach the heights you were always meant to achieve. You are going to soar higher than you have ever imagined. Every moment, every ounce of effort, every time you chose to rise when others might have stayed down, it's all building to something extraordinary. You have come too far to let go now, and you have overcome too much to settle for anything less than everything you have dreamed of. You are on the verge of greatness, and the only thing you need to do is keep moving forward. Picture yourself at the pinnacle of success, the place where all your sacrifices make perfect sense. Feel the weight lifting, replaced by a sense of accomplishment so powerful it erases every doubt you ever had. You'll stand there with unshakable pride, knowing that you didn't take shortcuts, that you didn't give up when things got hard, that you fought for this moment with everything inside you. That pride will be worth more than anything else. It will be the reward for your perseverance, for every time you chose faith over fear, for every time you kept going even when the path was uncertain. And that pride will fuel you for the rest of your life, reminding you that there's nothing you can't overcome, nothing too big to conquer. You know that because you lived it. You fought through the darkest days and came out stronger, wiser, and more powerful than ever. And remember, you are not just achieving this for yourself. Your journey, your resilience, will inspire others. They'll see your story and realize that they, too, can achieve their dreams, that they, too, can overcome their battles. You are showing the world what it means to be unstoppable, to push beyond limits, to chase a vision with relentless passion. So keep going, even when it feels tough. Especially when it feels tough. Those are the moments that define you, that build the character and grit that no one can take from you. Every challenge is adding to the strength, the wisdom, and the fortitude that will carry you through anything life throws your way. You are becoming the person you were always meant to be, and every step forward is one step closer to living the life you deserve. You are almost there. Just keep going. The world is waiting to see what happens when someone like you refuses to quit, when someone like you decides that giving up is simply not an option. You are powerful, resilient, and unstoppable. The journey may be long, but the destination is worth every step. So take that next step with pride, with courage, and with the unshakable belief that you are destined for greatness. Keep pushing, keep fighting. The best is not only yet to come, it's just around the corner, waiting for you to claim it. Waiting for you, just around the corner, is everything you have been working toward, the dreams you have held close, the success you have visualized, the life you have fought so hard to create. All the challenges, all the struggles, they weren't there to break you but to shape you, to prepare you for this moment. Every step has built you into someone who can handle the heights, who won't just reach the top but thrive there. Imagine the feeling of finally breaking through, of crossing the line and realizing that you did it. The sense of fulfillment will be unmatched because you'll know you have earned it. This wasn't luck, and it wasn't handed to you. It's yours because you faced every obstacle head-on, because you chose to persevere every time giving up felt easier. There's nothing more powerful than that sense of accomplishment, knowing that your success is the product of pure resilience, grit, and determination. And remember, this is only the beginning. Reaching one goal doesn't mark the end. It opens doors to even greater possibilities. Success is a journey, not a destination. Every milestone you reach will empower you to dream even bigger, to push even harder. The strength you are building now will carry you forward, fueling your next steps, helping you conquer whatever comes next. The truth is, the journey has already made you successful. Every time you chose courage over comfort, every time you kept going despite the odds, you succeeded. Your progress isn't measured just by reaching the final goal but by the countless victories along the way, the moments when you chose to keep moving forward, no matter what. So let this be your reminder, you are already winning. You are stronger, wiser, and more capable than you were yesterday. And that growth alone is something to celebrate. The destination is in sight, but don't overlook the strength you have gained, the resilience you have developed, and the courage you have discovered within yourself. Take a deep breath and keep going, knowing that you are right where you are supposed to be. Each step is bringing you closer to the life you have dreamed of, the future you have fought for. Hold on to that vision, that fire, that belief in yourself. Because when you finally reach the top, you'll see that everything you went through was worth it. You'll stand there, looking back at the journey, and you'll know that you are unstoppable. So, don't stop. Don't let anything stand in your way. Keep pushing forward, keep believing, keep striving. The best is yet to come, and you are just steps away from everything you have been waiting for. You are almost there, and when you arrive, the world will see what happens when someone refuses to give up, when someone dares to keep going no matter what.